Those of you just joining us, I'm going to get started here in just a moment, just giving enough people an opportunity to tune in to what the information I'm getting ready to give you guys. This was just released. Give me about another 10 or 15 seconds and I'll get started. This is News 2's Raymond Owens, live in Moncks Corner. Let me turn around, there we go. At the Hill-Finklea Detention Center in Moncks Corner. Just a few minutes ago, the Berkeley County Sheriff's Office sent out a press release announcing that they have 8 detention center officers and 2 inmates here at the Hill-Finklea Detention Center who have tested positive for coronavirus. I understand there's another 4 inmates that have been tested and they are awaiting for those test results to get back. I'm going to turn the camera around and try to basically read to you the press release that we just had come into the office from Hill-Finklea. And they had one detention center officer that has not been at work since March. One officer was back then had tested positive for coronavirus, but these 7 additional detention center officers and all of the inmate issues, the 2 inmates that are positive and the 4 that have been tested and they have not received their testing results back, all of those are in the past. This is the first day they are announcing this. They tell me that this is all in the last week as they've been waiting for these test results to come back. I'm going to read straight from the press release, if you will. Currently, Berkeley County has had 8 detention officers that have tested positive for COVID-19. These employees are self-quarantined and their conditions have not required hospitalization at this time. Furthermore, Berkeley County has 2 inmates that have tested positive for COVID-19. The detention center has an additional 4 inmates who are awaiting test results. And there's a quote here from Sheriff Lewis. It says, "The health and overall well-being of our staff and inmates is crucial and will always remain our utmost concern. Although this pandemic is fluid, we can and will do whatever we can to slow the spread of the virus. The Sheriff's Office has distributed personal protective equipment to all personnel to assist them in remaining healthy." It goes on to say that the Berkeley County Sheriff's Office has taken additional safety and health measures at the Hill-Finklea Detention Center. The Sheriff's Office hired a contracted company that specializes in disinfecting detention centers and public safety buildings. Specific procedures have been implemented for detention staff to help mitigate the spread of COVID-19 in the detention facility. The Sheriff's Office has distributed adequate personal protection equipment for all employees. And again, if you're just joining us, there's 8 detention center employees and 2 inmates have tested positive. Now, I did talk to Chief Deputy Baker right before we started this Facebook Live. He told me that one of those 8 was a detention officer who had tested positive several weeks ago. All the other ones are new as of today as far as that information they're releasing to us. So of the 8 detention center officers, one of them would not be a new case. He said that officer has not been at work since March. So they don't believe, obviously, that officer would have been able to have spread it since they've been out of work for so long. The 7 other detention officers, they've learned about these in the past week. They tested them, and it's taken a few days for the actual test results to get back. And then, of course, there's the 2 inmates. The 2 inmates have tested positive. The good news is we're told none of the detention center officers have needed to be hospitalized at this point. And I'm just reading some comments people are asking. It's here at this is the Hill-Finklea Detention Center in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. I'm not sure where people are at when they're watching this video, but I'm here at Moncks Corner, South Carolina, the Hill-Finklea Detention Center, and basically 8 inmates or 8 detention center officers have tested positive for COVID-19. One of those they did know about from back in March. All 7 of the other ones are new today, that they've just released the press release about this today. Then the 2 inmates who have tested positive, that is new today. And then the 4 inmates that were have been tested, but they've not received test results back from them, that is news as well today. But anyhow, I just wanted to give you guys this information. We're going to have more of it here coming up on News 2 at 4, 5, and 6. I'll be live out here. And is any other information we can get on this, we will bring that to you. Again, I'm here at Hill-Finklea Detention Center in Moncks Corner. This is right off of Main Street in Moncks Corner, where Lord Berkeley Academy, well, actually, it's St. John's Christian now. Right behind there, that's where we're located, and right next to the courthouse. The courthouse would be kind of right behind me as well, if you know where the courthouse is. But just to give you an idea of the location as far as where we are located right now. Let me run through here and see if there's any questions anybody had that I might have an answer to. I may not, but let me just go through here and see. But again, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the Hill-Finklea Detention Center. Let's see, Megan, why do y'all need to go live to say this? So that everybody can hear about it. Let me see here. All right, well, I don't see a lot of specific questions, but again, I'll be out here live on News 2 at 4, 5, and 6 with the latest, just to kind of wrap it all up again. 8 detention center officers testing positive for COVID-19, 2 inmates testing positive, 4 additional inmates that have been tested. They're simply waiting for those test results to come back. And like I said, of the 8 detention officers, one of those they said they did know about from back in March. Everything else is new as of today, as far as releasing that information in the press release that we received just a few minutes ago. I'll talk to you guys again tonight on the news at 4, 5, and 6.